You heard it.
Open your ears and listen, direction for your ambitions. New narrative.
It's the Community Coalition.
Drumel, Corey, and Dory here for the intervention.
We've been
too long.
Whoa.
No more slipping.
Unity.
In a community.
That's how we rise up.
Empowerment itself.
Knowledge is wealth.
Let's wise up.
No more fighting as individuals. We municipal.
Change the forecast.
It's the podcast to listen to.
You got a vision.
We got a vision.
Let's make it visible.
Say we gotta fight for our rights. Well then enlist me. All bite, no bark. Real talk. 360.
Come on. Yeah.
Yo.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's
The 12 then got to him. That boy ready. That boy ready. How y'all doing out there?
Hey, what's happening?
My name is Jamel Lyde. This is 119 Media Group. Today you are in the presence of Real Talk 360, the podcast, the Community Coalition.
Well, what it is.
How y'all doing out there,
Hope
man?
y'all doing good. All right. Hopefully you're living righteous.
We down one today. He had something to do. They called the big man to come in, so he had to leave some shots out the door. McAllister,
Yeah, shots
straight
out.
from Timminsville.
Shout out.
Whirlwind.
Yeah.
You already know, man.
And to my, I don't have nobody to my left no more today, but in front of me, to the left, you know what it is, the Swamp Boy.
The Swamp. I love them new uniforms my high school got too. They just got the Swamp on it. 29571. What's happening, y'all? Corey Grant. That's what it is.
And to his left or right, there's another dude over there.
From the 973 to the 843, this is the boy Tory T, a.k.a. DJ Not Famous also. I'm here in the building again.
Yeah. And you, sir.
My name is Jamel.
Get the Yankee hat on.
Live.
Get the Yankee hat on over there today.
119 Jordan Street. Same as the company.
You know, that's what it is.
And that's where I'm from.
All right.
Yo.
Come on, man.
Man, you over there. They got my boy 12. My boy that did 52 hours a day. That's on a Tuesday.
Man.
It's on a Wednesday.
Boy,
Wednesday.
it hit different. It hit different. You ain't used to doing them 12s.
I bet it
Call in
do.
and do them 12s, boy. Shout out to y'all who do them.
So what's going on at the Grand Estates, man?
Oh, man. School, trying to, the holiday spirit is stirring. We got, you're eating bad with your cakes and playing good Christmas music. Love Christmas music, man. Just love Christmas music. It is one of the most wonderful times of the year. So it's just a spiritual, happy time. Old classic movies,
Yo, you sound like somebody I heard earlier today. They said the same thing. They said that Feliz Navidad slaps. Like when you hear it,
that's the way they put it.
Yeah, that's the way that be grooving. Be grooving too.
Feliz Navidad.
I'm telling you, man. It's all of that. So yeah, everything's good, man. They doing school, but 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now. You know what they mind.
Yeah. Can't wait to leave.
Oh my goodness. I done got like 4 lists of things they hope to get. Yeah, suggestions.
Want to get.
You know what I mean?
Said they needed that day.
Come on, man. So yeah, everything's well, man. We blessed.
And Tori over there.
Yeah, man, everything's good in my hood. I can't complain at all, man. Like I said, me and the wife, my business partner, we actually, if you're in the area, come check us out. Sunday, we're doing we had a vendor table at City Grill here in Florence, South Carolina. So we trying to push our product out there. So come check us out, 1:30 to 6:30. Other than that, everything is good, man. The kids, just like my brother to my right here, Corey, kids ready for that holiday to come in and see what they got. They really still trying to acknowledge it. They're still a little young, but other than that, man, everything's great, man. I can't complain at all.
Mine more happy about being out of school though. They just wait to get out of school. I'm got a little concerned about how much they don't want to be in school now. I'm like, dang, I used to be in school, man. Like, nah, they want to be in their pajamas, just
chilling out. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, man.
Man, they didn't train us at an early age. Now we train them kids.
Yeah,
man, they do. They always baking them cookies and brownies.
Man, you know what? I'm kind of disappointed, man.
Disappointed
with my life.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Cause I should have been an R&B singer.
Oh, you had me going,
man.
You had me going.
My life ain't going the way I was telling my girl the other day, man. I should have been an R&B singer, man.
Man.
Yeah, R&B needs me right now, man. Straight up.
You think who told you could sing, man?
Me, man.
Okay.
Don't nobody got to tell me I can sing except me. I just didn't have the right kind of training for me to be an R&B singer. But I know all the words, man. Shoot. I know all the words, man.
You know the words of other people's songs?
Yo, let me give a shout out real quick to my man Chantuan Harkless. Yo, his son. Congratulations to his son. His son is a baller on South Florence football team that won the state. Yeah, I was out there. Like he was one of my assistant coaches when I first moved down here, and we watched these kids grow. So congratulations to the South Florence for winning that state.
Yeah, shouts out to him. But I bet you there's some R&B singers on that team too, man.
It probably hey,
straight up, man. There's some R&B singers on there, man. Yeah, shouts out to South Florence.
Yeah, shouts out,
man.
What did you talking about the R&B though? You gonna save R&B?
Man, see, I'm just trying to bring back love, man.
Okay,
Yeah, definitely.
We need you.
Okay, so
The world needs you.
So my question to you is, what kind of R&B songs you will sing? You will sing. Would you be more of a Frankie and Beverly, or more of a Tyrese, or more of a Chris Brown?
See, me, I'm more like if this world were mine.
Okay.
I'll give you a key and all that I own. You know why, baby? Because you've been so good to me. If this world were, y'all gonna help me out? Mine. Hold on, woman. I give you the flowers, the birds and the bees. See, that's how I would do, man. Straight up.
Listen, but you know what? You can succeed in today's era of music because they have so much technology that can make you sound good if you cannot hold a note or not.
Man, I ain't doing
I believe you.
Yo, but I ain't doing no auto tune, man. I'm straight, man. That's like me. That's like Beijing in my beard, man. Straight up. Come on, man. You see these grades.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one.
Yeah, man. Need love, man. Straight up. And then you know what else I do? I should have did?
So R&B singer.
R&B singer.
Okay.
And I should have ran for office, man. To be a senator.
Oh man.
Because anybody could get that job.
It seems as if though he had close to 2 million votes.
Man, you don't even. Man, please.
I couldn't believe that.
He did a runoff with a real politician.
Oh
Yeah, man.
yeah, that was his first time.
Yeah. He got it from Trump.
I mean,
You can do it.
Yep. Popularity. It's more of a popularity contest.
making
now.
it difficult for me to explain to my kids that education is important. So they keep they say,
For what? Go to school for what?
look, he sound like he really does sound like he got CTE though.
Yeah, no, it's just that.
No disrespect to anybody who got it, but
No.
he sound like he had too many.
He don't even got CET. Somebody hyped him up. Like when I was young, dude hyped me up to go fight this dude, right?
And what happened?
Shoot. I didn't win, but I didn't lose by much.
Okay.
But they hype, somebody hype you up, man. Yeah, you can do it. Your people gonna be behind you, Herschel. You're a football star. Georgia, you played football in Georgia. How could you lose in Georgia? You right. You right. I can't lose.
I promise, man. I heard him talk. And the internet was relentless. They had old boy from the Fat Albert when he was.
I do But I ain't mad at him. I just feel for him because somebody hyped you up, man. Thinking that you can.
Look how close he came.
He came close.
Yeah.
That's what was amazing to me, man.
He came close.
But how was he qualified?
Because he said he was.
Yeah, because, yep.
Come on, I just told you, man, I could sing.
That's along the lines with that.
Because he knew the words.
I was.
But he just couldn't say it, but he knew the words, man.
That was a poor display of. That was
But what I want
a joke.
a
man.
joke. But I want to say to him though, the Republicans and the people that was on this campaign, great move. Great move. Great move. Because you always pick one of them to go against the other one. Now you divide the vote.
Yep.
And you divide the people. And then you get the people on the other side to go with them. So you can, if you got all them and half of us, maybe you can win.
Yeah. But it just blows my mind that many people believe that Herschel Walker was deserving of that.
But does it play into the point, the fact that people are not that smart when it comes to politics? Because from all the speeches I've heard him say, I hear him say nothing about politics at all. He told stories.
I just think people are fed up with. Well, sometimes they act like
because
they fed up with the old way and they just want something new.
I hear him say nothing about.
You know what I mean? If they just want something new, then they'll do anything other than what's already been happening or what's going on now. Even if it is Herschel Walker. Herschel Walker is talking about vampires and werewolves.
Yes. You heard what Obama said about it, right?
You gotta lay into
but
that.
even his son stated something. Also said, like, how could y'all vote for my father when he never knew anything about politics? Only he came from as a football era. I can understand he was going for a coaching job, but he's going to be in the Senate for the state of Georgia.
Yeah. Wasn't it found that his primary residence was in Texas or somewhere else?
Yeah, I think it was. Like I said, it's like I don't know. Like I said, to me, it seems like it plays into the fact that the voters don't care. Like they really don't care.
Or is it that much disdain for Warnock? I mean, I don't know much. I mean, I don't live in Georgia, but dang, yo,
I'm really not a politic person. So my thing is, I think it might be because of the parties. If Warnock was a Republican, he probably would have won. If he was since he's a Democrat, he's not going to win. I don't know.
You gotta understand. You know, we in South Carolina, we had Lindsey Graham.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I mean,
yeah,
bruh.
You know, like the hardest thing is
he be winning by landslides. It don't even be close.
Man, I guess they feel like if they take Georgia over again, I don't know what is the split was in Georgia or not, but you know, maybe that will run off into other states.
And you know,
I don't know because I'm not a politician.
Well, you know, there's strategy too. I read recently that they're trying to get South Carolina to be the first state when the elections come around to be that lead off state. So it will be the first one up as far as voting. Or they kicking off the primaries and stuff like that. That's a move too. That's a move too. Earlier you are in the game, yeah, you set the tone, and you know what's popping over here
all the time.
Oh man, listen,
man. Shouts out to a friend of the show.
Never meaning no harm.
Because James Dixon, you remember James Dixon, Sheriff? He said it's about the red and the blue, Democrats and Republicans.
Yeah.
That's
right. It has to be the parties. It has to be.
But when that, like I said too, even from the start, when you do that off top, when you do that from the start, divide and conquer,
and it works every time.
It's not even about the topic or the situations anymore. It's like, what side are you on off top?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then they try to draw a line and say, you know, if you red, then this is what you believe, but if you blue, this is what you believe.
Ain't that game banging?
Yeah,
that's game banging, ain't it?
Sound like it. I mean, I wasn't even going there with it, but when I hear myself say it again, it's not. You red.
What you rap? What you rap?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like when I came from up north. The first things they said was like football wise, it was like you're a Clemson fan or you're a Gamecock fan. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta pick a side. So that's the same thing in Georgia. I guess it's like, hey, let me ride with these Republicans.
Man.
Or are they buying the votes? Are they buying the votes?
I don't know why everybody can't just be independent and listen to both of the candidates from both parties.
Yeah,
that's too easy, man.
I mean, that does it make that much sense? Yeah, I mean, I don't understand why do you have to identify with a party?
Because nobody has the nerves to be by themselves. People need to be a part of something these days, Corey.
All the time.
I mean, I understand that, but when it comes to that,
you ain't nothing without your homeboys.
I mean, but when it comes to how things should be governed and how we should, certain justices and things are set up, I gotta think that you need to leave yourself open for both sides of the argument at all times. It shouldn't be just because you're on this side. That's where I don't get that, and I don't like that
because it don't make sense. That's why you don't get it. That's why you don't get it.
And it's like the whole the whole thing off from the start. Red and blue.
Yeah.
What are you? Whose side you on? Let me hear.
crazy.
What are we talking about? Are we talking about education? Are we talking about
Yeah.
guns?
Well, you know how that's gonna go, man. Put all the guns out in the world. But not to get on that, but who you gonna go with? You gonna stay in Jackson State? Or you gonna go Colorado? That's the thing.
Dory, where you at, man?
Divide and conquer.
Dory, where you at,
We
man?
gonna go there about that one.
Divide and conquer.
Yeah.
So all week since Monday, I've been hearing. Well, since Deion Sanders announced that he was going to take his talents to
Colorado.
Boulder, Colorado, right? Top 5 school.
Yeah, one of them Power 5 conferences.
Some people are glad for him. Some people are mad. But the way I was thinking was right. You can't be mad at the man.
Shouldn't be.
You shouldn't be, because he told you what it was about a long time ago.
Yes, that's the thing I don't understand.
He told you.
You mean when you say a long time ago?
Yeah.
He said this before when he first got the job with JSU. He said that if a Power 5 school comes and offers him a job, he's going to consider it.
Yeah. But he told you before that. Must be the money. Must be the money. But it ain't nothing wrong with that. But he told you. If a man show you his hand, if he show you his hand in the beginning, always remember he told you it must be the money. Not saying that he left for the money, but he left for the money. And ain't nothing wrong with that, because he came to Jackson State, sold you a dream, did what he said that he was gonna do. He left you in a better place than he was before you got there. So you can't blame the man for that. He has a son that wants to play football, probably wants to go to the NFL. So why not go to Colorado and now my son gets to play?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can be mad, but us being mad is because then again, you're depending on somebody else for the way your culture goes. You're depending on somebody else. Is that the right word I want to use? You're depending on somebody else for hope. And now you're depending on, like I say, entertainers, athletes for hope. He did his job. So y'all do the rest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Would I like to see him stay there? I would love to see him stay there and make $5 million a year. Yeah. I like the fact what he said, that he did what he said he was going to do. Taught some young men some structure. You know what I'm saying? And tried to help a city. Right. But if I gotta fight my people every week on something, I'm walking by another school and their players are calling him, cussing at him. You know what I'm saying? Did you see when he walked by the players and they was like bleep bleep and bleep, oh, get your punk from over here? No, he said, that. Man, he said I felt disrespected, but I don't feel. He said, young man, what he's saying, young man, be mindful who you talk to, because that same person might be the person that you need to help. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people got mad, I guess, because the way he came in, his attitude, he was confident. He said, I don't work alone because confidence reeks from me. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No. Prime always been one of my favorites, man.
Then you get into it with a coach. I don't know if the coach was right or wrong or why they got in. I'm fighting my people to be better every week. I'm going to get tired of that. I'm giving away my salary to the assistant coaches and everything.
Yep.
He said they stealing money from the football programs to go to other programs. So I have the right to leave.
Yeah. He always had the right. Nobody. I think there's a word that's just getting used incorrectly. And let me start with saying words matter, right? Can we agree with that?
Whole lot.
All the time.
Okay. So this word mad, I don't know. I haven't come into contact or discuss any of this. Not that it matters, because he's straight. And ain't nothing he ever did really, what he eat don't make me do nothing. You know what I'm saying? You know how that saying goes. So props to him. Get your money. But words matter. And I don't think that people are mad. And just because someone doesn't agree or they show a level of disappointment with someone making a decision, even though it is to better their life, they can be honest with themselves and about the situation when it comes to their feelings, because that's their reaction. Mad is an overstatement. I don't think anyone is mad, but disappointed. I don't think that people should be condemned, or Deion needs people to come to his defense because someone is disappointed in him, because he don't care. You know what I'm saying? And the person who has their feelings, they gonna be all right.
Yeah.
But just let them have their feelings. It's like somebody's disappointed in something somebody did, and they getting fussed at for being disappointed or feeling how they feeling. And I think that's stupid.
That is stupid.
I don't know anybody who was mad. I just know people who were disappointed because, like Orlando came onto this show, we thought, and pardon me for misinterpreting what I thought his agenda and his message was. Because I listened to the press conference and I listened to him and I heard him say how God chose him and he's going to shake the pillars and he's going to do this not only for Jackson State, but for all HBCUs.
That's what he said.
And when he when he put God into it to me, I'm from the South, so he's then, and maybe this is what he had to do in order to sell what he was trying to promote. And that was tap into, he's a good preacher. He can really
motivate.
Yeah, he's charismatic, and all of that. So when he tapped into the almost like spiritual sense of it and saying he was the one who was going to do what, like I say, Orlando came on to this show and we said and we thought that this would be something that could shake up what is arguably one of the most lucrative entities of money making in America, which is football. Mm-hmm. And the feeding ground and the bedding for the NFL or these professionals is college athletics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? So if the farming system is going to have different farmers now, it's almost like to me, that would be equivalent to black people owning more grocery stores.
Okay.
And I thought Deion Sanders was going to start us owning more grocery stores.
Yeah.
Mm. And even if he was gonna leave, I thought he would at least graduate a recruiting class.
Yeah.
3 years. And again, I ain't talking bad about him. I ain't mad or nothing, but just pardon me for misinterpreting what I thought his plan and his actions were. Props to him. Congratulations. Much success. I'll be rooting for him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
You know what I'm saying? So ain't nobody mad, but it's just a little disappointing when I thought we was gonna start having, because ain't nobody else can do it like him.
No.
Ain't nobody else prime.
No.
And people can say what they want, but ain't no other football HBCU program was being talked about like his.
It wasn't.
Yeah. My thing is
go ahead.
My thing is this: we all got jobs or businesses or stuff, right? This was a job. Yes. Did he pitch a selling point to let them know what he was going to do? Yes. This is like I said. But if any of us, I don't care what level you're at, get offered more money, more benefits, you're going to leave your previous job for that. That's just like me. I mean, I have a great paying job, but if I get an offer that's more than what I'm making now, and I don't care what my relationships are at my job, I might be, sunk into a 401k, all that other stuff. But if I see mathematically that this is more beneficial for my family, other people, and I could probably possibly bring other people in on it, I'm going to take it. So that's how I look at it in that aspect. The other thing is, I think people are disappointed because of his selling point of him saying that, God chose me to be here and what he was going to do. But he did so much in the 3 years that he was there with JSU.
So imagine 10 more would do.
Yeah, that's true. But who said he wasn't grooming other people to take his place?
They ain't prime.
I mean, they got to be prime.
They ain't.
But, okay, the man, did Deion graduate from JSU?
No.
Did he go to JSU?
No.
So where the alumni at? Where the people that succeeded from their degree to move on? Why they didn't come back and put money back into the program? Why they didn't get somebody to say, hey, we know Deion ain't gonna be here forever. Let's move somebody else into there. He shed light to the HBCUs so that they could follow his blueprint. That's always been out there. People put blueprints out there so people could follow it, so they can get ahead and continue on the legacy what they need to do.
One thing, name somebody that can follow his blueprint. With the stardom.
Oh no, I mean,
okay, one more time. Let me finish.
Okay.
With the financial, he's financially set. Name somebody that can come in there that can go to them people. Like he said, I'm prime. I can go to these people's houses because their parents know me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, understand that.
I can't name one person right now
Please.
that can hold that blueprint. Because we had legends. Eddie Robinson couldn't do that.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Eddie Robinson
He's a walking icon, a living legend.
Listen, your homeboy that won y'all the Super Bowl, Doug Williams couldn't do that. He won the Super Bowl and came back and couldn't do that with Grambling, right?
Yeah.
He couldn't do that. Like he was saying, I ain't mad at him, but can't nobody follow up on what he just did.
I know.
But your homeboy said, man, that man and his kids were pretty much licks while they was there. Their stuff kept getting breaking and stolen, and after he did that for the HBCU own people taken from you, now backing many other HBCUs alumni, but he still brought attention to the league, and that looks good over repeatedly. But like my man said, somebody breaking your car in Colorado.
Yep.
Now I can see him. I'm not mad that he left, but I can see if he said like he said that they was taking the money and doing other things, wasn't doing the right thing in the money. Because I always heard him in the interview say, we're going to make sure the money is right. We're going to make sure the money is right. I'm saying, if I'm taking the cut, don't you do the wrong thing with the money. Right. What am I here for?
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know everything that played or went into, his decision. If all of that is going on, and like you said, if you fighting the system, if you fighting your people, if you fighting other opponents that you got to go against and stuff like that, then I mean, like I said, it's more money, and like he said, when he brought God into it. So I mean, like my boy Barmani Jones said, maybe God want 10% of that other salary, versus what he was getting at Jackson State.
But he said that.
So I mean, what that?
but he said that he said, man, the water wasn't right.
Yeah.
He said they had to take Browns in the pool.
You knew that.
Yeah.
You knew that when you were saying that. You knew that when you went there and you was making these speeches and pledging allegiance. You knew that, man. Yeah. So it's like now to say that now is just like now you trying to. You don't have to ease
your way out.
Yeah, you not ease. You don't have to tell your reasons. You don't have to tell your reasons.
Yeah,
you don't have to. You don't have to say anything. You don't owe He don't owe nobody nothing.
Shouts out to Crux Media, Brandon Pearson on him here.
But at the same time, people are entitled to, based on what he said. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with holding someone accountable for what they said. And if you holding somebody accountable, for what they said, I mean, what's wrong with that?
Nothing.
And if they're what they said with their words and their passion, if it led you to believe one thing about them and their ideals, and then it didn't turn out to be that, then I think you should be allowed to be disappointed.
Yeah.
And not have someone say you hating or you mad just because you have feelings of disappointment about what your expectations were, what you thought it was going to be. It's like you just stating how you feel. And that's crazy to me. It's like you can't even be that honest no more.
Yeah.
Now I'm hating. Now I'm mad because I heard what you said and I felt what you said. What we doing?
You're right. So check this out.
Now he the victim?
Yeah. So check this out. That's what the comments say. But so check this out. Are you I ain't gonna say are you, but what's the word I'm looking for? So you come, get your notoriety.
Hey, you build your reputation up. See, he wanted to be a head coach. Yeah. And none of the Power 5 schools, none of them offered him a job.
In the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
So he had to go somewhere, but they offered him maybe assistant, coaching jobs, but he didn't want to be anybody. I'm prime.
Yeah.
Why look like being somebody's assistant?
Oh, so yeah.
Okay, so I ain't being nobody's assistant. So where can I go and be a head coach off top?
So somebody said in the comments though that one person can follow behind Deion. They said Ray Lewis.
Nope.
Why not? Why you don't think Ray Lewis?
Ray ain't as real as Deion is.
Yeah. Ray comes across.
Ray acts sometimes.
A lot of the time.
Yeah. And he take it just like Deion did. He take it to God.
Yeah.
Ray acts sometimes. Now he's full of energy, great football player, motivation, so. But coach, I don't think so. And I think he's a lot emotional, man.
Yeah,
that's just and I like Ray, but and I still don't like what he said about Baltimore. That's just me.
Yeah,
but
and he don't got what Prime has.
No,
or has. He doesn't.
But
have
it. But I think that it's not necessary to have a celebrity coach to represent HBCUs. I just think you need a good coach and a good core of stuff. Because think about it. I mean, there's a lot of colleges that succeed out there that don't have celebrity coaches. Yes, Prime came. He started something. He created something. Yes, he created his own lane. He made it bigger. Everything like that. But I still think that this still falls back on people that went to this school. If you know that, hey, we been needed this, because I think what Deion did, he opened it up and let everybody see. Like, he basically opened the door and said, look, this is what's going on here. This is what I have to do in order to get this program where it needs to be at, and for y'all to understand and notice it. Now it's time for other people to step in and say, hey, you know what? He exposed us. Let's do right. We got to do right. Because when you go to these schools, you graduate and you become an alumni, they send you that letter. Hey, you're an alumni. Can you donate such this? Can you donate such that? But just like someone stated, as soon as homecoming come, everybody down there partying and representing. Oh, I'm a Alpha, I'm a Kappa, I'm a Q, I was part of this social justice, what's the name? But not spending no money towards the school.
That's our culture.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but one thing you did say, you said he's not a celebrity. He was a celebrity coach, right?
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of celebrity coaches in HBC in colleges, right? But there are celebrity programs compared to Jackson State.
You're right.
Because like Andrew was saying, one thing he was talking about was the low crime rate and the top of the line D1 facilities and things like that. That's Prime. That's what he tried to do at Jackson State.
Yeah, but you can't do that overnight.
No, you can't
do that in 3 years. That's just not. See, and the reason why I say nobody can do it like Prime is because nobody could walk it like they talked it. This dude talked about what he was gonna do, and then you watched him go on the field and do it.
Yeah.
How many athletes do that? Some can go out there and do it.
Yeah.
But very few, if any. He's one of them ones who would tell you what's gonna happen, tell you what you ain't gonna do, tell you what he's gonna do, and then go on a field playing football and make it happen.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else who would do stuff like that other than maybe Muhammad Ali.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
That's the significance of Prime. That's the level of Hall of Famer. He's arguably the best defensive back ever.
Yeah,
which puts him in the conversation for the best football player ever. Because it's one of the most athletic positions on the field.
But
offense
he's more than
and defense.
He's just a great athlete, period. Because remember, he also played baseball. So
that's what I'm saying.
So he definitely that.
So that's why that's why when he says God chose me,
it's believable.
Oh,
yeah, I understand.
Orlando came on this show, and he was like, "This is what we needed."
Yeah,
we talked about the recruit that he was coming in. This is what we needed.
Yeah, he said it.
So my question is this: so you don't think he did enough in 3 years?
I'm not here. I don't know. All I had was him. My expectations were for him to be there longer than 3 years. That's all I can say right now.
Because
did he do enough? Yeah. I ain't never did nothing for Jackson State. So who am I to say that he ain't did enough? Let's just give it a buck. You know what I'm saying?
But since there's the internet, you have an opinion.
Yeah.
But some people felt like they took another one of our own and took them on.
Yeah. And all it took was the bag.
And that could may not make you mad, but that could hurt you in some type. I feel hurt.
And that's that disappointment I'm speaking to.
Yeah.
He was one of them ones. He was our one.
Yeah.
He was doing it for this. He's the one, and nobody put this on him. He said these things. And saying that if a Power 5 conference offers me a job, I'm going to think about it. Duh. But then you go to the NM and start talking about how it's not just about Jackson State and you're going to change it for the HBCUs. And did he change it? Yes. But after that, if you would have asked anybody in that press conference, do you think he's going to be here longer than 3 years? the majority of them probably would have said yes or thought yes.
But but he still, like I say, I still think he stated it before he actually got into the position to be there. He stated that, listen, if a Power 5 come knocking, yes, he's going to entertain it. So it wasn't like he said, nah, I would never leave JSU. I'm going to be here as long as I can. If he said that and then he did this, then I would say, okay, I understand. But I still don't feel like I'm not disappointed, because I feel like if we peel back the layers and see how JSU was before he got there and how it is now, he did a lot in 3 years. Should he have stayed longer? I mean, that's everybody has an opinion that they wanted him to stay there longer, right? Because, some people, felt slighted, like, oh, we know they took him as a savior, but you can't worship the man because of what he's able to bring there without trying to have somebody step in and say, you don't never know. Because say if he never would have got recruited to Colorado or something like that, or somebody didn't come and something just happened and he couldn't coach no more, you still gonna be mad at the man? You still gonna be upset?
They would excuse him. I'm gonna say they as a we would have excused him. But I'm telling you, like I say, I always say we, because I'm a part of that too.
Yeah,
we always like the man on a commercial. They put it in front of us. Then you was close.
Yeah,
but it's gone. It was close.
But we still don't know what's his agenda when he gets to Colorado State.
No, now it's time to coach, though.
Huh?
Now it's time to coach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing about it now is, I wonder, he appealed to that audience and he had them all riled up and he's got these recruits. Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Time will tell, and boy, what a time to have gone to Jackson State University, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what I mean? So props and all of that. But now that he's at Colorado, he's probably not going to have as much success out of the gate.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be humbling.
Yeah. So I'm just it's gonna be interesting.
But listen, he has a path. I really think he has a path. This is his path. Okay, I started at JSU. I'm gonna go to Colorado State. I'm waiting for that Florida State job.
No, we're going to Colorado.
Colorado.
We're going to Colorado State.
My bad. He's going to Colorado. I'm going to Colorado. I'm waiting for that Florida State job to open up, because he wants to be back home where he came from. He wants to be a coach at Florida State.
South Florida offered him a job.
That's not Florida State.
Okay.
Where he made his mark at?
Somebody saying Prime wanted a spotlight job.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
shout out, Stay Fresh.
Yeah. If that's what he wanted, then that's what he got. But the thing about it is Prime do deliver in them spotlights too. So, as somebody who used to rock that Colorado Buffaloes hat back in the day, ooh, Sean Salam.
Hey, Maurice Stevens, so fresh. I think people need to start speaking for people. Their decisions is their decisions.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Ain't nobody speaking for.
Yeah,
I'm speaking for those who have felt disrespected.
Yeah,
because they felt people were tangling their words. Nobody's mad because you have a level of disappointment.
Yeah, we always get beat.
There's a difference, and words matter.
Our cultural race always get beat for the money.
That's what I'm saying.
Right. We always get beat for the money,
right?
And then we lessen this. Word I'm saying. Then we okay it with go get the bag.
Yeah, because
go get the bag.
Because like I heard, they said could JSU have paid them to match Colorado offer? No, they couldn't. They couldn't get up the money to do that. The man took a lesser sum of money to make sure his assistant coach was paid.
He said it wasn't about the money though.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
It must be the money.
But that's what the young Deion said.
Yeah.
The older Deion said it's not about. This ain't about the money. God brought me here.
But listen,
God did.
Yeah, see.
But listen, though, you gotta think about it though. As he started going through his trials and tribulations, like you said, like someone stated in the comments, they robbed from the man. They talked him down. He felt probably that, hey, it's not worth this little bit of money.
Probably so. And
there you go.
And it's okay.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. And it's okay if you took the job for to make sure your son go to the NFL.
Right.
It's okay.
You're damn right. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's more than okay.
Yeah. But what else? Just be straight up. Hey man, I had to go over here. I'm tired of breaking my cars. The water ain't right. Even the administrator, they're messing with the money.
Yeah.
And man, I'm tired of that, man. I did what I was supposed to do.
Man.
How can you blame me? You can't blame me for nothing. He got a championship.
Nope.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Would have had two if South Carolina wasn't that mess. Yeah.
And Bulldogs put it on them.
Yeah.
It ain't nothing. Ain't nothing wrong with that if he
Put it
left,
on.
brother. We ain't mad at you. I want to see you. I want to see you there.
Yeah.
But he told them people, hey, you see the press conference?
Which one, Colorado?
Yeah. Well, he said, hey, if y'all want to, y'all better go ahead and jump in the portal.
Yeah, he told them, go ahead and jump in the portal. Yeah, they've been sucking now for a long time.
You go jump in
Colorado's
the
it's a
portal.
big school, and you know they got heavy funding. I mean, they got so much money. The dude said, we ain't even got the money yet, but we gonna have it. Y'all got enough money to pay Deion? Nah, we ain't got it today, but we gonna get it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what Colorado said. They know they're gonna get it. But listen, I bet you they're gonna get it from their alumni. Can Jackson State do that?
No. Black people can't do that.
You were exactly right.
Come on, man. Now look what you're saying.
Yeah.
Black people can't do that. That's why we always gonna lose. Don't laugh because they're gonna get you. You better don't laugh. But we can't. That's a serious matter. We can't even do that.
You're right. I'm laughing because it's so
This is
sad.
big,
It's so sad because it's been this like this forever.
Yeah, big money's in Colorado, man. They got mountains.
But you gotta look at how it's set up for it to be that way, though, man.
Yes.
But we can overcome that.
I mean, listen.
I don't care how much anything gets set up. You can overcome certain things.
I know you can. But this HBCU kick thing, it was not prevalent within the conversations. This was not barbershop talk when I was a little boy.
Okay.
In the 1980s, when I was coming up, it was not about going to HBCUs.
So you didn't watch? You didn't watch Different World?
Yeah, but
you didn't watch Cosby Show?
Yeah,
Okay.
I watched that.
But check this out. That was good.
Everybody watched it.
No.
But you got to understand.
They didn't understand.
But you got to understand. Yeah, that was a part. But that part, they're black people at every college.
Yes, you're right.
So that small group at Hillman, that's at every higher level of education. That's at Francis Marion. So to say that black people, just because you go there, you got a black culture, you learn more about your own heritage and culture and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what that wasn't the topic. That wasn't being forced into it was go to college and get a job. That's what was drilled into the majority of children who were coming up because their parents, like mine, didn't go to college. Again, we only been free 65 years.
Yeah.
So it's a generational thing. It was go to college and get a job. Now it's our job to make sure that our kids do go to these HBCUs, because the majority of us now who are in the professional field did not attend and are not alumni of HBCUs.
You're right. A lot of us are not. Definitely not. But I mean, it wasn't pushed. The college wasn't pushed for me. Like HBCUs wasn't pushed for me. I knew about them but I knew about them for the wrong reasons.
But I went to a lot of different colleges, and all I knew was black people at every college.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a lot of them because it's a university. Mm-hmm. People from all over the world are at every college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, you're right. And you like college. I wasn't even thinking of college when I was young. And if I did see a college, I'm thinking about the colleges that I saw on TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm, in my days, let's say Nebraska, let's say Florida State, Miami. I can tell you, maybe it's just kind of life that I lived or the mind state I was in. I lived an hour away from KU. I lived 15 minutes from K-State. And I wasn't even thinking about college. So a HBCU was so far behind. I knew Hillman. You know what I'm saying?
We all knew Hillman.
And if we knew Hillman, what did I know? Hillman was what?
That wasn't real.
Fantasy, right?
Yeah, that wasn't real. It was on TV.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm sorry, it was strange though. But you seen all of us in a Georgetown sweater.
There you go.
You seen all of us in a Notre Dame
or
UNLV, Michigan State,
Miami, Michigan.
Yeah.
But
we never was on like the HBCU unless you had a Hillman
Exactly.
shirt.
Exactly. It ain't like we was walking around trying to get, and nobody was trying to get the A&T starter jacket.
I mean, it started coming later on in the 90s, but like you're right, but you got to think about it. Them schools that he just mentioned were more big funding schools, so they had the money to push out that apparel.
Well, why they have that big money?
Because it wasn't us really, going to them schools. It was them going to the schools. They had the alumni supporting. They had the people. They had the the notoriety, the publicity, the television. It doesn't matter. Any school you went to, they felt like this is what you needed to do to go there.
But you got to understand that the alumni association that they had of the people donating to these universities in the 1950s, 1940s, 1950s, wasn't no money being donated. It was survive.
Where at?
Out of the HBCUs.
No, in the bigger universities, that's why some of them buildings are named after some of the people that graduated from there, because they donated this so much money that when they made it this to that next level after college, is because why do you think some of these schools is called William and Mary and all this other stuff? Because of these people graduated years ago and donated so much, they made buildings for, and they put buildings in these schools. I haven't been to a lot of HBCU campuses, but I've been to some where I can know that some people coming in. All right, for prime example, does Diddy have a building at Howard? He didn't graduate from there, but I bet he probably donated some money from there. And he made Howard popular to the inner city up north, because that's what we knew about. We said, Howard, Diddy went to Howard? Okay, I want to go to Howard. That's an HBCU. Mm-hmm. But if you go to Howard, it's across the street from the projects.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of them like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
check this out. Let's say if we kept all our athletes that went and made the money at the football games. Did you see Ohio State game?
Yeah.
Man, they got 100,000 people could fit at that in the shoe.
Yeah.
So if we were, just like Orlando said, if we were able to keep all of our players and they can go to HBCU.
The professionals used to come
when they left and when they come back, the alumni is strong.
Yes.
But now we giving our money to Colorado. We giving our money to South Carolina State. We giving our money to Clemson and proud about it. Even with academics, even the scholars that come out of those colleges, they give the money right back to them.
Yeah. And all of those stadiums, and that's why we thought it was him who was the one who could kind of shake the system up. When you're talking about making up ground, there isn't that large amount of money or those large sums of money that these athletes make that can make up for a lot of ground when you're talking about helping an institution have better facilities, have better, be able to pay their teachers or their professors a better salary, have better everything for the softball, baseball, everybody gets to come up. Mm-hmm. But if nobody, the professionals and the people who are in the NFL used to go to the HBCUs, but the salaries that they made when they became professionals is nothing in comparison to what they're making now. But that won't be happening.
Like I said, it's a tough thing.
It ain't his fault.
No, it's not. Definitely not.
Ain't nobody blaming him.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But just calling it. That's how I see it.
Like I said, I know in different parts of the world, everybody had their exposure of certain things differently. Like I said, back up north, back home. Like I said, Howard may have been that school. I saw somebody said that Howard was popping before Diddy. It was. I mean, you heard a little buzz, but most people from New York, when we heard that Diddy went to Howard, we was like, okay, let's find out about Howard, and and let's see what's going on. Then you find out about maybe South Carolina State or what other school I went to. I checked out. It was a couple of HBCUs I went to just for their homecoming, and I went and I checked them out, and then I was always saying to myself, "Dag, if I'd have went to a black school, man, I'd have been this or that. I probably would have did this and that." But I didn't go to a HBCU because the school that I knew was closer to home, and I wanted to be closer to home, and like you said, we had the little black community where we made it feel like it was a black school, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? So I just think that it all depends about the exposure of it. Yes, Deion made it more. He exposed it more because everybody started following JSU. Like I said, I didn't know about JSU until Deion.
Either.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't even know it was a black college in down there in Jackson State or whatever, Mississippi. I didn't know that. I didn't know nothing about Jackson State until Deion. Then they made me look and do the research. Say, oh, Dad, this school been here for this long, And then, like I said, another thing is too. Like, you could tell that we're not the ones that have succeeded from these schools have not came back because you have some that have closed. I remember it was a HBCU up in Jersey. It closed. What happened to them? I don't know. I can't think of the name of it, but what happened to the alumni that came from there? Why they couldn't keep that school open? Why they couldn't get the funding? Why people didn't go back there and teach? Or why this didn't get this exposure?
Because ain't no money there. Like I keep saying, we get beat for the money all the time. Yeah. If we had the financial funding, if we had the togetherness, if we controlled our own culture, just like other people do, and give back, we could do all that, man. Yeah. If that $9 billion that was spent Black Friday. They say if we could have kept that
Oh,
in the
my
neighborhood,
goodness.
if we can keep that money in there, if we can keep the dollar in our neighborhood for more than 2 hours.
Man,
Just look here in Darlington, Mayo closed down.
look at that.
That was a black school. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Wilson. They held theirs up because they got strong alumni.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying?
That's
They got a strong alumni.
and it's more. There's a heavier population.
Yeah.
Communities and it's small. The people who live in that city don't come from a more rural area. Income is higher.
Like I
more
said.
people donating.
Yeah, like I can say it. I mean, I think Deion shined the light and hopefully it'll influence other people to do so. We don't need a celebrity.
Great job.
Yeah,
No.
great job. Yeah.
No, you don't need it, but it
helps.
won't happen as fast without somebody like
Yeah, you're right.
Do you think game days ever? Even though I don't really care about game day, I just like seeing all those people from Jackson State on out there on ESPN.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Not ESPN
Dope.
Deportes, not ESPN 2, but on ESPN.
ESPN.
One.
But
The
check this
main
out.
one. Yup.
But check this out. We got Michael Mills says a lot of presidents at HBCU line their pockets up just like South Carolina State was about to close down a few years ago.
You're absolutely right with that. A lot of corruption going on up in there. So
Yeah,
it's
but-
a lot when you got people in and there's
The higher ups.
that goes to that integrity thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, they didn't. I don't know if these
We stealing from our own people.
I don't know if these positions were voted on. You know what I'm saying, or however they earned them. But when they get them, there's a lack of integrity there.
Yeah.
That's detrimental to
That's
anything.
good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
There's a lack of
good.
integrity.
Yeah.
It's a fundamental. Like I say, it's so much. If the root is spoiled,
The branches.
whole-
What?
Yeah. But check this out, man. I want to get Tanisha Coleman because she done put about 3 messages in here.
talking- what she talking
He said he did shake it up and brought mainstream awareness to the HBCUs. The HBCUs have to raise their standards to meet the new precedent that has been set. They can't.
Definitely.
It's going to be a while.
Yeah. That's
Because
what
their
I was
mind ain't there.
Thank you, Tanisha. That's the same thing I was saying.
Yeah.
Same thing. Somebody has to step in. Somebody has to step in and say, "Hey, he exposed us. Let's step in and try to ride the wave." Yes, I mean like you said, it's gonna take.
Can't run like Deion.
Oh man, I'm not.
People can't run like Deion.
They can't. But I'm just saying though.
know,
I mean, they have to try at least. I
Try.
mean,
I agree with you.
They have to
gotta
try.
Yeah, you got to try. But you know what? You might not have Deion, but you might have to strip the whole HBCU and start to build core values and stick to your core values.
well,
Integrity. Somebody. Come on, you got to think more than
Just
you got to think more than you.
that's what when you present yourself as someone who's God selected, sacrifice and service comes to mind for me. And when you start talking about those two things, sacrifice and service, and it's for, I thought it was a bigger. And again, I ain't saying that he ain't did enough, but that's just like I'm apologetic for misinterpreting. You understand?
Yeah.
That's on me for assuming at the end of the day that I thought he was going,
Hey, just like someone
It ain't
said in the
on-
comments though, James Dixon said, he said, people just wanted someone to believe in that, and he was the person.
Yeah,
That's
we
who it was.
Yeah, we look at
we always look.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
he's
we always was
he's
that person.
absolutely
Yeah.
right.
So-
But like I
especially when
said-
you present yourself and you touch and you go that route, and we've seen this man. Like I said, ain't nobody walking. That's Ali-ish.
Yeah, but
Now he said, guess what he said he gonna do, y'all? He said he about to start taking the recruits, and the HBCUs are now gonna be really. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Go! I can't wait.
Travis Hunter come to you
This is gonna be. Then when he landed that young man, I was like, oh, this is
for real.
yeah.
This is for real.
He ain't playing.
But then again, I'm gonna say what I always say. Don't put your hope on athletes and entertainers.
yeah,
Athletes play a game. Entertainers play a role. The same guy that said that, James Dixon, is the kind of guy that you put your hope on because of what he stand for. And he made me like a police. But if you can make me like the police,
Yeah.
you good. But that's the type of dude that's high in values and put everybody else before themselves.
Yeah.
But no, he don't got a big chain. He don't got on he don't got a Bentley. He don't got on big diamond earrings. So what can he tell me? young man, he can teach you a lot.
Well, see, that's the thing, though, and that's why I thought he was going to be that different kind of symbol of success. And I know y'all heard me say that before.
Yeah.
But there hasn't been that symbol of success who says, I got enough money. I don't need your money. I'm here for this. I'm here for da. I'm here to change this. I'm here to change the culture of the not just this handful of years, but for the next generation. Not generational wealth for my family, but I'm talking about, like I said, I thought that was a good analogy I had earlier. I thought he was gonna teach everybody, and we were gonna have more grocery stores. We still shopping at Food Line and Walmart. I thought we was gonna have our own grocery stores.
And he probably did teach enough for the time being for them to pass it on to somebody else and say, hey, when Coach Prime was here, he told us this and he showed us this, and they could pass it on. Because that's what we should do as generations anyway. The generation before us should pull us up and say, hey, come here, young man. This is what you should not do because of this, and we should do the same thing. There's always been a gap disparity between generations. You have people that's, the elders that did certain things, and then all of a sudden they couldn't tell us nothing because they didn't know how to go about telling us anything.
And I'm glad you went there, because that's what Prime is. He's a little bit older than me.
Yeah,
I watched him, so he's like a big brother to enough people. He's an uncle and they listen to him. He has their respect off top.
Yeah. He gave him structure.
He told us for all his career, and even after that, everybody knows they're special. I know ain't nobody else got this fingerprint but me, baby. You know what I'm saying? I know that. But the way he would say that in Prime, and when you perform like you said, and on that field, he's a gladiator, iconic. His performances on the largest stage, he's done it. So now he's coming out of that, and he's going to shake up the system of what we know is corrupt with the NCAA.
Yeah. So
that's what he said. So my bad for thinking he was going to do that.
Yeah. For standing up to Nick Saban.
My bad. Yeah, exactly. You got Nick Saban at Alabama mad because you getting recruits. That's the kind of stuff I was like, he's shaking it up. He's shaking it up. They already hating. You wait another handful of years. Wait till he get a graduating class. No. So, my bad. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I thought I thought we were gonna have a different farming system.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these kids at the HBCUs that he was coaching, or maybe somebody else has a kid who is like, you know what? Why we gotta play in the NFL? Why we can't have our own league?
Yeah.
Why we gotta play in the NBA? Why we can't have our own league? Baseball ain't got no salary cap.
So don't.
Why they keep capping our stuff? How we playing football and we ain't got no guaranteed money? That ain't right.
Because you 85% of it.
Come on, man. That's the spark that I thought was gonna come a little bit quicker with Deion's assistance, and maybe it still does. We don't know. Only time will tell.
You're right. That's what I said.
Only time will tell.
He might have touched the right people with the time he was there, and like I said, they passed it on. Yeah. Hopefully, that's what's going on.
I'm a firm believer in the reason, season, everything.
And he probably, and hopefully, he's still reaching back and saying, "Listen, I'm not there, but hey."
Yeah.
Hey yo, did he know what he was doing? Because first he was mad at Nick, then he started doing commercials with him.
Hey man.
Hey,
man.
Yeah.
We don't never see nothing, man. Be right in our face.
In your face.
Good. Hey, James, I got that from James. I can't take it away from James Dixon.
In your face, right there. Yeah. That's where he wanted to be, because he wanted, like you said, he wanted one of those jobs, but he didn't get offered one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everybody uses everybody.
Yeah.
Jackson State used him. He used them.
Yeah.
Everybody won.
Yeah,
congratulations.
So check this out. So while and then like I say, I include myself in everything. While we going back and forth about Deion leaving and football teams, but the biggest thing is there's still academics there.
Yeah.
People still gonna have to learn.
Yeah.
So now let's think about that first. Because they always say you're a student before you athlete. You're a student before you athlete, right?
But
That's how it's presented. Student
But
athlete.
that's our grocery stores,
but
right?
that's that's the NCAA though. That's that hustle.
Yeah.
That's that hustle. Student athlete.
That's how it's presented. It's never presented athlete student.
Well, it's from a non-profit organization too. See, you heard, right? So it's a non-profit organization who's and their student athletes help generate multi-billions of dollars.
They're getting paid now though.
They just started getting paid.
Yeah, they just started getting paid after.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fought that.
Yeah.
Like they don't. You should be happy you got a scholarship.
Yeah.
But I'm sacrificing my body parts. I'm sacrificing my body parts so I might not ever walk again.
Yeah.
But hit the wrong way.
There's a reason why you got my number in the store selling it.
Yeah.
You could have any number in that store, but you picked my number this year because I'm your best player on your team.
But I knew Jackson State couldn't be his last stop because he gonna do his best to try to dominate on all levels.
Right.
On all levels.
Yeah. I mean, like I said.
Now, check this out. I'm gonna read some of this because this light is in my eye. It said, and the plot thickens. JSU put Deion's contract after 30,000 ticket sales. He will receive a percentage of the sales. That didn't happen the whole time he was there. The ticket sales got missing. Deion, the football team, nor the staff saw any of that money. There was a lucrative TV deal in place that Deion wanted to get, but the university did not. Deion with his own money built a new locker room and a tennis court. All the new designs, Deion's pockets. The new players' lounge, Deion, he used his own money to feed his players. It's a lot. Mm-hmm. All of the fancy meals you saw the players eating, Deion. When JSU went to the Celebration Bowl last year, the school didn't give any money back to the athletics. Deion used a lot of his personal money to fund numerous things around campus. The university did not help. The president wanted his name in the headlines as much as Deion. Deion wanted to coach the Celebration Bowl this year. JSU president said no, and the Celebration Bowl is sold out. The jury is out on will he or won't he? Man, that's just like us. That's what always happened with us.
Yeah, you got a good one and you ain't even treating them right.
That always happened with us. We're gonna give you this. We're gonna give you this, and see what they do with
You
it.
ain't even treating them right.
See what they gonna do with. Cause
How you don't treat Prime right?
Somebody always gonna take something.
How you don't treat Prime right?
Thank you,
Michael Mills.
Like they say, we go for us. We ask for a discount, but when we go to them, they don't ask for no discount.
Yeah.
So they discounted him without, you know what I'm saying, like because he got it. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna bother him.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take something here. Yeah. That's crazy, man. That's a
sad part that if when that's coming to light, that's a sad situation. Took advantage of him like that. So I mean,
he mad. Get up out of there.
Yeah.
Shoot, him and his Louis luggage, straight up. Say I'm going to Colorado.
Yeah. I don't blame him then.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at all.
I didn't blame him to start with.
Me either.
I didn't blame him either, but I just
But you know what? I always learned. I've been working on this, and I learned just look at the story from three sides.
Yeah.
Look his side, their side, and our side.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, while we mad at each other, fussing, ain't nobody saying nothing about Jerry Jones in the picture.
Ain't nobody still
Cowboy fans still taking up for him.
Yeah.
They don't see nothing wrong with what Jerry Jones said. What not Jerry Jones said, but the things he said in the past. Nothing wrong with the picture. They're gonna say, "Yo, he's 14 years old. He's not accountable for his actions."
Emmett Till was 14.
There's a young man named Emmett Till. For his actions at 14, he died.
Yep.
And it wasn't even his actions.
Nope.
Am I saying Jerry Jones is a racist? I'm not saying I don't know, but he never denounced it. He told y'all when Cap don't kneel, you didn't kneel.
Oh, you will toe the line.
Yeah.
You will toe the line if that was what was said.
Mm-hmm. You will toe the line.
But are we such fans of the NFL?
Yes.
Are we such fans of the Dallas Cowboys that we will go against our own people, not go against our own people, but not investigate what is going on just so we can wear that Cowboy star on Sunday?
Yes.
Come on, man. It gotta be a little bit better than that, man.
It ain't many more things.
Or we rather keep tearing down our own people and putting them in the headlines instead of putting him in the headlines, because that's what it is that the internet, we rather talk about Deion Sanders instead of Jerry Jones. We rather talk about Kyrie Irving instead of Brett Favre. Like I said, because we'll put all our people in there and tear them down, keep tearing them down. Oh, he did this, and did that. But we won't put in the people that really doing something, really hurting us.
Brett Favre stole from the people who need it in that state. Prime out there giving money out his own pocket.
His own money.
And we got our opinions about that. But nobody said nothing about Brett Favre. Nobody said nothing about Jerry Jones. Nobody ain't say, you know what? Jerry Jones was in that picture of racism. Why are we supporting that team? Why are we still giving him money? Why are we still making him more of a billionaire?
But which one surprises me more?
Oh, which one?
I would say, if you put those three things in the hat and say, which one surprises you more? Jerry Jones being in that picture when he was 14 years old in Arkansas in 50 whatever it was. Brett Favre stealing money with the help of a government official, or Prime bouncing before 4 years.
Would surprise you most?
Which one would surprise me the most?
Yeah. Which one?
Prime bouncing before 4 years. Maybe that's why we talk about it, because that surprises me the most. Am I surprised by Brett Favre stealing money? Are you surprised?
No.
Are you surprised who he stole it from?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you surprised that he got help from a government official?
No.
Okay. Are you surprised that Jerry Jones was in that picture?
No. Not at all.
Huh.
Not at all. I'm definitely not surprised. Okay. But it still doesn't sit well. Yeah, sit well with me. It doesn't, and another thing it doesn't make me want to talk more about Deion Sanders than talk about that. It definitely doesn't that.
I wish I could. I wish we could get him to talk about it more. Yeah. Because one thing most of those guys don't do as team owners is you rarely get their opinion on some real situations.
No, because
the owners, you have a couple outspoken ones, like your Mark Cuban and Jerry Jones, of course, but the rest of them, they can do stuff. Robert Kraft, never hear about that again. It's just because they're the owners. That's a secret society.
Yeah, back in 19.
You mentioned Jerry Jones. Now, I feel a different type of way. I know that a picture surfaced, of an old picture surfaced.
I don't give a damn what he did back in 1957. 57?
Yeah.
Man, can you even count back that far?
And see, that's the same.
Man, I don't want to hear that shit.
That was my argument
Jerry
too.
Jones, I love you. Fuck him. I don't give a fuck what they say. I'm a Cowboy, and I got Jerry tatted on my body, man. I'm forever Jerry Jones. I'm in part of the family. I don't know what they talking about. You get what I'm saying? I've seen Jerry Jones do more shit for black athletes than anybody in the world.
You mentioned Jerry Jones. Now, I feel a different type of way.
That's Pac-Man Jones, right?
That's Pac-Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pac-Man.
Wow.
Arkansas in 50 whatever it was. I just wonder if he would feel that way if he had never got paid by Jerry Jones.
Wow.
Because I know Jerry Jones did still believe in him and paid him when a lot of other NFL teams and owners didn't.
You talking about Pac-Man?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that sounds so ignorant. That whole statement.
Jones, right?
Yeah.
That's Pac-Man.
So
that sounds so ignorant.
So that's bought.
Yeah, that's ball.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's how we do. When somebody of another culture help us, we love it, and you want to show other people that he helped.
Mm-hmm.
But your boy can help you out, but you ain't gonna say too much because you probably didn't pay him back. And Batman, he had to help you because of the trouble that nobody else would pay you because of what you bought on yourself.
Yeah, your actions. Yeah. So he bailed you out. So you forever grateful.
Yeah, he shook them, shook Pac with him.
Yeah. Forever grateful. Tatted up.
Yo,
gone.
You got this man tatted on you because he helped you out of a predicament. Like
he said it. I don't know if he tatted what he said it.
But to even state that though, it makes me think like, yo, really, yo? you're a true new slave. You're a true new slave. So if Jerry said, "Hey, yo, denounce that I ain't no racist," you're gonna say it.
Yep.
Then you're gonna say, "I can't count back that far, bro." That's your ancestors. If that was your mother in that picture and he was standing there, you still say the same thing?
If he could if that's who bought me out of or helped me be able to live the lifestyle that I'm living, where it's generational wealth, and my kids ain't at a public school or worrying about this or that, then yes, obviously.
The power of the dollar. Huh?
Yes. That bag. That bag. That's right. We talk about it all the time. It ain't no different than when they go after certain athletes.
I hope
know what they do.
I hope when my money coming that I never be like that.
Me too.
You gotta start training now.
You do. Yeah. You really do.
You gotta start training now.
You can't become dependent.
No.
You can't become dependent upon that.
I would say when my money start coming, I'm not. I pray that I never like that. Man. No, I don't can't.
But they get so far away.
Yeah.
So reality ain't real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Reality ain't real.
I mean, because it was a
hey, stay fresh. Don't do nothing to Pac, man. He said, man, no now. Get him, got him branded. Got him branded.
Got him branded. I thought
that was a good one.
He branded himself. Yeah, he branded himself.
Yo, man. Yo.
She said, man, what's the number I'm calling?
Yeah.
Appreciate the love, man. I'm telling you.
Yo, that is crazy. Yeah. Yo, that is so crazy, yo.
That's right. He ain't even got to say it. I got somebody to say it for me. LeBron trying to get somebody to say something. You don't call me out like that.
Yo, it's because
you ain't the king of me.
Yeah.
I'm Jerry Jones.
Yeah, and that's all he said.
Yep.
And that's all he said. And you
I don't know what he said. He replied.
He replied, but he didn't say anything detrimental to LeBron. He just said how you look up to him.
Okay.
He's a icon. People always gonna listen to him, follow. He didn't say nothing, because he really didn't have nothing to sit. He didn't have nothing to sit on. To me, it didn't seem like he had anything he could say or respond to. To me, it was just more like, hey.
Well, my thing is this: LeBron. When LeBron said that, I was like, I thought it was kind of. I was caught off guard by it. I understood what he was trying to do, but I don't think that his tactic was. It came to some. It might have hit, but I was like, the reason why they ain't ask you about him is because, and asked you about Kyrie is because Kyrie played basketball.
You dare stay fresh?
So do you. Kyrie is a former teammate of yours. Jerry Jones ain't. There's rumors that Kyrie was trying to get to the Lakers, not Jerry Jones.
But listen,
so you're in a whole different sport. But the social issue, what he was trying to say, I think, was why do you not have to ask these? Why are these owners not having? That's what he should ask. These owners don't have to answer the questions that Kyrie did.
I got stay fresh. You there? I got something for you though.
Yeah.
Hold on. Stay fresh.
Okay.
Hold on, let me hold on. Stay fresh. Let me state something real quick to Corey. Real quick. LeBron was filmed on Dallas Cowboys football field throwing a football. Dallas Cowboys jersey. A prominent fan claimed that he was a Dallas Cowboys fan, everything like that. So, and then another thing is he's in the sports world, and if he knows that he's a person of that, they're going to ask questions too. So why he felt that was his proper place. So that's why it hit, because, hey, why you keep asking about Kyrie, but you didn't ask me nothing about Jerry Jones? And y'all all know that I'm a Cowboys fan. Y'all all know that he even mentioned saying that I think I can still play football because he played football in high school. So that's why he felt that way, for him to state that. Now, if he never did none of that stuff, then I can understand. I could agree with you. But he done that stuff. It's videos of him out there on.
That's his ego. That's him being called a king since he 18 years old.
But
why you ain't asking me about that? Nobody got to ask you about everything.
Because he need to get the heat off him.
Who you think you is? Ain't nobody want to ask you nothing about no Jerry Jones.
But I think I still
had to get the heat off, man.
Yeah, because they was riding about Kyrie, but still, that's what he felt. He felt like you keep harping on Kyrie. I said what I said about Kyrie. Leave it alone. Now, if you're gonna ask me something else, ask me about somebody else. Ask me about now. If they'd asked him about Brett Favre, then I can understand that's going far fetched. But Jerry Jones, they had the right to ask him about that and see what's his opinion about that.
Stay fresh.
Yo,
tell me, Kimmy, you want tell me what you think about it, brother? Tell them.
But look, though, people. They put up. I said something about Jerry Jones too, but I didn't really take like in consideration like what did he do wrong. He wasn't directly on no black person.
He wasn't holding nobody back. It was in the crowd, but you got to look at it. At times, you is with your peers, and your peers saying, "Hey, we don't want them black folks in this school." But he's not directly really on nobody, holding them back, trying to keep them out of the school. He's not really engaged in the crowd. He's looking on. He's really a bystander. I'm not taking up for him because I don't know the situation. I wasn't there. It's a long time before I was born. But what I am going to say is, in that picture, what did he really do wrong? He was just there.
Yeah,
he was a participant. He was a participant.
But what happened there?
But hold on, you got to look at it, and people don't look at it. And with we saying LeBron saying that LeBron just wanted somebody. I'm a LeBron fan. I love LeBron, but he just wanted the attention of Kyrie and the attention on himself.
That's the same thing we said.
Yeah, we know that.
That's just me. But what did Jerry do wrong? Because at that time, he was just a victim of his time. His time was segregated.
Yeah.
Black people wasn't going to his school. His peers probably like, Jerry, you better come out here with us because we coming out here to stop these black folks from getting in his school. He was just a person. He was just a victim of his time. At the end of the day, can you really say that man really did a racist thing? Like somebody said earlier, he helped more black people out in their professional career than more black people that we know in their professional career.
Because he could pay them.
Yeah, and he can pay him. But he owns an NFL team. He can
check this out.
He can bless a whole football field.
Yeah, but check this out. But we ain't just talking about the picture. Now we ain't even call him a racist. We said that has he denounced that he's racist? Because is he racist? Now I think a lot of people that's in the NFL don't like our culture. They don't like our power. Now that even though we make up 85% of the NFL, but now I'm a Cap. I can be biased because I mess with Cap. You know what I mean? I'm a Cat fan. And when he told them people, y'all better not kneel. And what he said they was going to toe?
They're going to toe the line.
So you take that and you put it with
the Cowboys will toe the line.
Yeah.
But I look at Cap in two different ways, man.
That's everything.
But I look at Cap, you really trying to reach into your black side. But then I look at Cap in another way. Bro, I really grew up in what you standing for. You ain't. I literally grew up in that. I walked that life that you talking about, taking knee for. You ain't had to walk it like we really had to walk it, bro. So I look at it in two different ways. Like, Cap, did you really get any of this until you said bend the knee? Because I did when I was 4, 5, 6 years old. You grew up in a white family household, guy. I didn't grow up white people. So you have both experience where I only knew one side. Hey, little black boy, hurry up, get up out that stove. What you over there looking at? Don't put nothing in your pocket. Did you really have to experience that? Because, Cap, you went with white people in the store and they knew you had the money to get it. You was in a wealthy family.
Is that his fault?
Oh, and I'm not taking nothing from him as far as, you standing up for your culture and versus he do have a black side. I'm not taking that from him. But what I am saying is how much of it that you really had to go through, like we really had to go through for you to say a lot of stuff that you've been going through. Granted, I appreciate you for standing up for the culture because a lot of people in your predicament would not do it. It's not a lot of people that got your fame and at your height of the career that's going to bend that knee and say, this is not right. But my question is, did you really experience it, or you just got that and to say, now this is not right? How long did it took for you to understand that we've been treated wrong a long time? Did you had to get your millions feel that we've been untreated, or did you know all along and all of a sudden somebody had to sit you down like, hey man, you got to do something about this? Because I knew at 10 years old we was being mistreated. Did it take you to get to the NFL to know we being mistreated?
It might have did.
Yeah, but I tell you what, ain't nobody listening to no 10-year-old talking about we being mistreated. Boy,
I get that.
That's what I'm saying. So when you get the platform, that's when you do speak up and speak out.
How long he been had a platform?
Oh, well, maybe it didn't strike him because to me, you can draw an analogy or draw the line dissimilar. That's how he was feeling at that time. Nobody else had been willing to make any sacrifice or any stance. He was doing it silently. Let's keep that. Let's put that at the forefront. He didn't even do this for anybody. This was a silent protest that he was doing on his own. Nobody had to ask him anything. This was going on for a month before it was even asked about. Once it got asked about, he didn't ask to be interviewed about why he's doing that. Now, his reasoning for doing it, to me, when you're doing something right, it's always the right time to do the right thing. So your reason for doing the right thing at that time, that's because it was the right thing.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong or right. I was putting my, but I'm gonna ask you a question. At this time, we stood up for Cap. In the '90s, why didn't we stand up for Chris Jackson?
Oh, in the '90s, I was that 10-year-old boy. Ain't nobody listening to me. Ain't nobody listening to me.
I'm not speaking for you. Yeah. I'm not speaking for you. I'm speaking for us as a whole.
In the '90s, people weren't on it like they own it right now. There's still a lot of people. We ain't really on it right now.
Let's be clear.
Let's be clear.
There was no platform. What platform are you going to go on and announce or be an advocate for Chris Jackson before he becomes Mahmoud? Who's gonna make? We talking about sacrifices and stuff earlier. Who's gonna sacrifice their career and hitch their wagon to that at that time and during that time?
And another thing is too, the way that things get put out there to the media today is totally different from the 90s.
It's way more.
And they really controlled the narrative with Chris Jackson.
That's what I'm saying.
They had Chris Jackson like he was public enemy number one.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
you got to look at the medium streams.
It wasn't no platform.
How it was being fed to us back then. There wasn't no social media. This is newspapers and ESPN.
Yeah,
you might have had inside the NBA with Amar Rashad on Saturday, but for the most part, wasn't nobody trying to get involved or put that on a platform where it could feed that kind of
And I knew it was different times, but I just want to give Chris Jackson just due too because he was one of the first brothers that actually said, "I'm not doing that."
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have to stand for that. Yeah, he went into the locker room. Props to him. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf.
Yeah.
One of the coldest to ever do it. So yeah, indeed, props to him. But as far as Mr. Jones, for him to not denounce it
quick,
silence is compliance.
Do you think that's going to hurt him?
That's what I think of. No, it ain't going to hurt him. He's a multi-billionaire. And they still,
do you think that's going to hurt him?
Man, no.
Not one bit.
Ain't nobody we talking about on this show hurt by nothing.
And they still hollering at the Cowboys. You heard Pac-Man?
Yeah.
The Cowboys. The AT&T still gonna be this Sunday.
It's some people who got more pride in the Cowboys than they do anything else.
Yo,
in their own family.
Y'all check this out. Name up real quick.
Hey, yo, check this out.
Real quick before I get up off here, y'all spoke Kyrie name up real quick, right? And you see how and I'm a real big Nike fan. I love Nike. But the way they did him, and when they dropped him, and then as soon as you drop him, every shoe with your name on it went on sale.
Yeah, $60.
Yeah.
No. We got to do.
And there was some good sneakers too.
They are.
I like them. They're comfortable.
And they're more profitable than LeBron.
They were. They were selling.
They're more profitable than LeBron.
They were.
But check this out. But see how they played it. Stay fresh.
Yeah. Look at how they did it.
Look how they played it.
Look at it. As soon as they did that.
When you saw the picture, they showed that they dropping Kyrie. But they got Ja Morant soaring like Jordan over to the Nike sign.
Yeah.
Who that reminded y'all of?
Yeah.
Who that reminded y'all of?
What? That him flying in the air like that?
No. Kobe. LeBron. Kobe got caught with the white girl. LeBron was the new kid in. The spokesperson for Nike is LeBron. Kobe's back burner now.
Oh yeah, remember? When they made that transition, because there was a time where Kobe wasn't working with Nike. They eventually came back
because he first came. Because his first Kobe's came out with Adidas.
Yeah,
and then he moved over to Nike, and like Stay Fresh said.
But after he got in trouble,
they dropped him down and they brought LeBron up.
They brought LeBron up.
But that's the thing. That's what we always say. It ain't gonna be number one of y'all.
Yeah, but it's only 16 of them in the league. Only 16 players have a shoe deal. But check this out. But that's different because Kyrie, we said you don't want to follow our rules, we're gonna drop you, but we're just gonna bring another one of y'all up.
And they like him just as much as they like you.
Yeah.
But get your bread, Ja.
Get it.
Yeah.
But, you gotta look at it. When I was talking to you the other day, brother, what I was talking about the Kanye joint, they did the same thing to Kobe with Adidas.
Yeah.
Kanye, you don't own this shoe. Kobe You don't own this shoe.
Yeah,
They
we
used to
own
call the
these
Kobe
eyes.
1. Now they the Crazy 8.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep, exactly. They did the
This
same thing.
ain't new what Adidas did, but people don't watch it. They sit back and they wait for somebody to post that's famous, and they wait for them. But they didn't just start doing that. T-Mac used to do with Adidas. T-Mac name ain't on Adidas shoe no more.
You're right.
Like Kobe name ain't on Adidas shoe no more. It's called Crazy 8. It ain't nothing new. We just don't take the time to sit back and watch until somebody put it in our eyes.
Yeah.
But I'm a shoe fan. I love watching the news and read up on history. So that right there, I've been peeped that out. And when people start talking about, why Adidas did this to on Kanye, they didn't just do that to Kanye.
Nope.
They did that.
Yeah.
Everybody that had a name up under them, and they found another name to put on that shoe, boy, they won't have to pay them people as much.
Yeah, they know that we're profitable. That's why they do it. They use us, dump us, use us, dump us, use us, dump us.
But that's a whole nother podcast.
Yeah,
No doubt.
That's a whole nother podcast.
I just want to put my 2 cents out there, man.
You do. I told you. I apologize for not sending you the link, but you're welcome to call every Wednesday 7 o'clock. This is how we get down, man.
We appreciate you, man.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you.
Shout out to
All
Stay
right.
Fresh. Check out his clothing.
Stay Fresh got a pair of shoes.
Oh yeah, we know. I seen him. I
Hey,
ain't
look,
get
I
a chance to
can't do the shoes right now because Nike got some lawsuits.
Yeah, them boys in the area. The area.
Well, yo, I'm Jamel Lott. I got Corey over here. And
Y'all
then
be
I got my
easy.
homeboy. Don't charge for gigs. Stay.
DJ not famous.
Today not famous. And this Real Talk 360. Tune in next week, 7 o'clock. We don't know what the topic is, but we gonna rock it.
Y'all know what it is.
Holla at y'all.
Later. Next time.
Hey, I'm going to get with y'all fellas, man. Y'all be safe, man.
All right, appreciate it too.
Yeah.
All right.
Stay fresh. It's a cool nickname.
Open your ears and listen. Direction for your ambitions. New narrative. This the community
Coalition.
Hey. Corey and
Dory.
here for the intervention.
This shit.
It's live for too long.
For now.
No more slipping.
Tor-
Unity in our community.
That's how we rise up.
Empowerment to self.
Knowledge is
wealth.
Let's rise up.
No more fighting as individuals.
What?
This the podcast to listen to.
Change the forecast. This the podcast to listen to.
Yeah, boy.
Hey, brother.